Look, the group stage, it's dead. It means absolutely nothing now. Out here, past reputations are quite literally left in the dressing room. Welcome to this tactical breakdown where we're diving headfirst into the ruthless, totally unforgiving reality of knockout football. Today, we're dissecting the tactical survival stories of Spain, Portugal, and Switzerland, and breaking down exactly how they made it through their round of 32 battles.
Read it and internalize it. The World Cup knockout stage has no memory. It only cares about who shows up on the night. I mean, this isn't just some clever quote. It's practically a Terrace manifesto. The margins at this level are razor thin. You've got to stay with me until the end of this explainer, because while all three of these teams survived, one of them showed some genuinely worrying vulnerabilities.
Okay, so let's dive into this first massive clash, Spain versus Austria. And look, before we heap praise on what Spain did, we absolutely have to talk about Ralf Rangnick's Austria, because they deserve serious respect. They didn't come to just park the bus, right? No, they came to suffocate Spain in their own half right from the very first whistle. High press, brutal physical intensity, relentless energy. This was a classic clash of diametrically opposed philosophies. For the first 20 minutes or so, Austria were absolutely everywhere, giving possession-hungry teams genuine nightmares. But then, well, we saw Spain's technical composure kick in.
There was just zero panic, no desperate long balls hoping for a miracle up top. Roja trusted their technical quality to the absolute letter. Their center backs were coldly playing right through the absolute teeth of the pressure. The holding midfielders kept finding these tiny, crucial pockets of space, and those young, explosive wingers, they stayed incredibly wide, completely stretching the pitch. They basically forced Austria to chase shadows across every single blade of grass. It was just a cold, mature, professional masterclass that completely neutralized one of the most aggressive pressing systems in world football. But I've got to ask you a direct question right now. Was Spain's performance genuinely convincing enough for you? Because yeah, sure, they controlled the game and they looked really good doing it. But let's be totally honest here for a second. Austria exposed some fleeting moments early on that the true elite, the absolute heavyweights of this tournament, are going to look at very, very carefully. All right, let's keep that raw stadium energy surging. Feel those floodlights blazing, because we are moving straight from the cold technical mastery of Spain right into an absolute physical war. Portugal versus Croatia.
So Croatia brought their classic scrappy tournament blueprint. You know the drill, right? Slow the game down, control possession through that legendary veteran midfield, drag the opposition into a total mental battle, make it tight, make it uncomfortable, and just wait for a moment of magic. But man, Portugal did not take the bait. Their counter strategy was built on pure athleticism and absolutely ruthless transitions. They didn't just try to outpass Croatia, they completely outmuscled them. They turned this into a high-tempo physical war. I mean, they won every single second ball. They cut off Croatia's supply line before it even really got started. And when they won the ball back, no 20-pass buildups, just quick, devastating, clinical transitions that punished Croatia the very instant they lost possession. They completely overwhelmed an aging Croatian midfield that simply couldn't sustain that physical toll for 90 minutes. It was just raw, unadulterated power. It was tense, it was nervy, but Portugal's sheer athletic superiority definitely won the day. Which brings me directly to you. Is this Portugal team genuinely capable of winning the entire World Cup? Are they really ready for the ultimate prize? Or are we looking at a squad that's still one big performance away from finding their absolute best? This team has the power for sure, but do they have the complete package? So, from raw power, we move to pure passion. Just imagine the scene for a second. An absolute cauldron of noise. Green flags flying everywhere, the roaring Algerian fans creating this terrifying wall of sound. The pressure was immense. Algeria brought electric pace, insatiable hunger, and a counter-attacking threat that had literally everyone in that stadium genuinely believing a massive upset was on the cards.
This match was the ultimate irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Algeria's fiery pace running headfirst into an unshakable, rigidly structured Swiss defensive wall. It was a fascinating, nail-biting tactical war from start to finish.
Dropping into a purely analytical mindset here for a moment, what Switzerland did was absolutely textbook tournament defending. Cold, calculated, and totally professional. We're talking an impossibly compact backline, maintaining a narrow shape no matter how loud that crowd got. They doubled up on Algeria's explosive wide players, absorbing unbelievable amounts of pressure for 90 minutes without ever losing their discipline or honestly giving up a single clean look at goal. They absorbed the storm, waited for their moment, and they were utterly ruthless when they finally took it. But here is the massive debate for all of you on the terraces right now. Can this rigid Swiss defensive wall actually stop the bigger, more technically gifted teams that are waiting in the next round? Look, it was a brilliantly impressive rear guard action today, but the tests are about to get significantly harder.
So, here we are. 3 matches, 3 totally distinct tactical stories from the teams surviving the round of 32. We saw Spain's ice-cold technical composure, Portugal's raw physical power, and Switzerland's impenetrable defensive masterclass. All 3 are safely through to the round of 16. But I'm gonna give you the honest, tactical reality check right now. Here is the honest truth. None of them were perfect. And that's just the reality of tournament football. All 3 of these squads displayed vulnerabilities. All 3 had moments where they wobbled, moments that the elite, better opponents in the next round are already analyzing and absolutely believing they can exploit.
So it's over to you. I want your tactical verdicts. Which of these 3 performances actually convinced you the most? Was it Spain's control, Portugal's power, or Switzerland's wall? And honestly, more importantly, who goes the furthest? Get in the comments right now and give me your honest fan verdict, because I genuinely read every single one of them. If you love real tactical breakdowns, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The round of 16 is coming, and trust me, you absolutely do not want to miss it.